this might help clarify for some people. So I'm going to go over to that page, to the blank page, so you can kind of see what I did. Okay, so do you remember when I said what was the square root of 12? And you guys, were like, well, I don't know. And then we went from 4 times 3, and some of you guys didn't quite get this. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here's an easier way to kind of see what I mean by moving the 4 out. What it kind of is it's going to be the square root of 4 times the square root of 3. Does this make more sense now?
Yeah.
Kind of? Okay. So when you have the square root of 4 times the square root of 3, you're just multiplying what's under the square roots to get this number. But to simplify it, what's the square root of 4?
2.
Good. And can you square root the 3 very easily?
No.
No. So you're just going to keep it as square root of 3. And now they're together as 2 square root 3. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Does it make more sense than yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to show another one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to show another one. Alright, so if I were to do, oh wait, that's not good. Let me try that one. The square root of 16. We'll do the square root of 16. Simple, another easy one. Okay, so the square root of 16. Is there factors that can go into the square root of 16 that can be square root? 4. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. That's an easy one. Blah. I didn't even notice. I was thinking a different way of doing it, which would have been more harder for you guys. So we'll try it one. 18. 18. There we go. There's one. Okay. What factors can go into 18 that can be square rooted?
6 and 3.
3.
Wait till more.
9 and 2. Okay.
6 and 3.
So we'll have 9 times 2, and we'll do a square root of 9. Oops. I can kind of get this right. Okay. So now that they're broken up into 2, can the square root of 9 be square rooted?
Yes.
Okay. And can the square root of 2 be square rooted easily?
No.
Okay, so bring it down. And now you have 3 square root 2. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do you kind of see how to do it a little bit more simpler? Yes,
Yeah.
question.
So does that mean like the square root of 18 is 3 and the square root of 2?
Yeah, so it's going to be 3 square root 2, just like that. And now we'll do square root of 18. But actually, it's a simplified version of the square root of 16. Does that, of 18, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, try it. Oh, I don't think it makes sense. Okay, do you have a question? I see kind of a blank stare. Well, what aren't you getting over there?
I get it. I was just confused.
Okay, but you get it now?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go and do something a little bit more, oh goodness, that was really bad. Let's go over and do something a little bit more challenging now. And I want you guys to do, let's see if I can find it. Okay, this is a lot later in the book. Do I need to like go to the book and write it down?
No. If you go down to see the smart notebook thing, hover over that on the control panel down at the beginning.
Okay.
Yep, and go straight up. That's their ACE questions, and then go to the next page. That what you wanted?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And this is not their homework, is that right?
Oh, it is.
It is? Okay, let's just do a few of them since you have 50,000 things to do. So, let's do number 22. Can you guys try to figure out what to do?
Do you need graph?
No. Just do it in your spirals, guys. You don't need to get homework stuff ready. Just go right in your spiral.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes to do that, and then I'll come around, and then I'll come around and see if you guys are kind of grasping this, okay? Okay, so we're gonna do the class to see if you can get it before I actually. Okay, so I see actually, some of you guys are actually really getting me. Oh, well. Oh yeah, you guys are actually getting this. This is good. Okay, so, well, some of you guys got it. So I'm gonna go over to the blank sheet again. And okay, so what you guys people that don't quite understand it as easily, this is the same thing as this. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. Okay, so the square root of oh, bless you. Jeez. Alright, so the square root of 9 is 3, and the square root of 4 is 2. And so your answer is 2/3 if that circle was a little bit closer to you guys. Oh, goodness. Alright. Well, okay, so you guys got that easy. Good. And that is one of your homework questions. So you got one done. Okay, so let's try something. Okay, and I'm trying to see if I can do it. Okay, so can you guys do number 26? Like, what's the square root of 5? The square root of 5 times the square root of 5. Do you guys know that?
125.
No. Because what did I show you guys like 5-10 minutes ago? That if you multiply 5 times the square root of 5 times square root of 5, it's basically multiplying the numbers together. Does that make sense? Alright, that's good. But that's the square root of 25. So you have to find what that is. Does that make sense? Okay, let me show you over here. Okay. Okay, so what I just showed you guys a little earlier was to multiply numbers under the square root and then square root it. Does that make sense? And so what you're going to be doing is pretty much you're going to multiply the 5s and then put it under the square root. So it's basically the same as doing something like this. What's this number? Yeah, so it's 25, and then you're putting this under the square root. So what's the square root of 25? 25. Right. So this is your number. Does that make sense? Yeah. Yes. Good. Okay. So you guys got the fractions really easily. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness. Okay. Let's try another fraction one. See if you guys can get this. Do this one. Alright, so what's the answer to this one? Yes. Right, good. Okay, so let's try something like this. I don't want to get too difficult. Let's try this something like. I think we'll do this one. I'm trying to make it go off easy. Actually, here, let's do this. I'm sorry. I think I'm wrong with this. Okay. Do square. Okay, so do. Let's try something like. What's that? That's 13. Good. You guys are getting this way too easy. Okay, so let's do something for those easier learners that like to actually do an activity. So we're gonna do an activity. You guys ready? Okay, so if you guys can handle this, 8th graders. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to do this a little bit more active. Okay, so what I'm gonna need 4 people to come up to the front. Okay, so I saw those two, and then I saw those two come up. Just
Hey Maddie, will you grab my remote over there and shutter the screen so you guys, no, not that one. It's in the little file things. There you go. Push shutter. It's on the side.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do with these people is I'm gonna need these square root signs. So I want everyone to stand on this side of me square root.
Aim it. There you go.
What is the square root of this many people? And I want you guys to figure that out. So I want you guys to find the answer. Does that make sense? Let's see, you guys are going to be doing.
Do you count this person?
What?
Do you
No,
count or
I'm the square root sign, and I want you guys to to be the number inside square root. So that means that the people that have to go sit down will just have to go sit down. Does that make sense? Yeah. No, not right now. Not right now. Not right now. I want you to find the square root of this number. So there's how many people like that are under the square root? 4. Okay. So what's the square root of that?
2.
So that means you guys are gonna come to stand on this side. Does that make sense?
Oh, so
2 people come over here and the other 2 go sit down.
Oh.
Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Something simple like that? Okay. So now I want 8 people to come up. So I'll need what's this like single people come up. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so you guys come back. Okay, so now we have 8 people up here. And yesterday we did do the square root of 8, so you guys should kind of know this. And I want you guys to write this down in your spiral and stuff like this to make sure that you guys are kind of getting this. What is the square root of 8?
there's 7 people.
There's 7 people.
Yes.
I'll read that shot. Okay, you can't. Okay, so what is the square root of 8? I want you guys to write that down, and you guys can do it if you guys want to do it here, since you guys are up here. It's what?
Isn't it, wait, no, it's 4 times like 2. It's like
Yeah.
square root of 4 times square root of 2, right?
Yeah.
So square root
Right?
oh,
Cause like,
so
you get 2 outside.
oh, but then we need 4. Like so no, we don't hold on. No, we need square root of 4, square root of 2, and like
Because you have to multiply with 7.
yeah.
So what is it like from outside of 4?
It's 2. No, wait. No, it's not 2 outside 4 inside. It's 2. It's 4. No.
If you guys are getting it, like
Oh,
you're getting
no,
it,
wait,
it's like
wait,
wait,
it's
Yeah,
2
it's
outside.
one on the outside, 2 on the inside.
it's
No.
gonna be
And then they
No, it's
times it.
4 and 2 in the middle, and then like
because you have the square root of
Yeah.
4 times the square root of 2. So 4, the square root of 4 is
2.
okay, and you square root 2 easily.
No. Oh, so it's alright. Square root of 2 times square root of 2, and then like it's 2 on the outside. Wait, no. Wait.
Square root of 4 times square root of 2, and which is going to be 2 square root 2. Does that make sense? You get that?
So
You
2, 4, and then 2, 2.
2, 4, 2, 2. What?
No,
No, it's 2, 4, 2.
I see it in your heads. I see
Square
it.
root of 2 and then square root of 2.
And then square root of 4 times the 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so like right here. Okay, so like on this side, there's 8 of you guys. 4 times 2 is 8, right?
Yeah.
Well, so 4 can be square rooted. So that means that that's gonna go on this side of the square root. So that means that 2 people are gonna go on this side of the square root.
Oh.
And then the other 2 are gonna stay under the square root. But when you have that means that there's 4 people, which means that of the other 4 are gonna go sit down. Does that mean?
Oh,
You get it? I see it working. So what's okay, so find the square root. Okay, so that means that 4 people down.
Oh. My bad.
There's 3
Get out.
Are you kind of getting it now?
Yes.
Okay.
You got it good? Because I see like working in your head. Good. That means you're getting it good working in your head. You got it? Little short activity. I kind of want to pick on people that are not participating.
Yeah, John boy, right there.
Okay, so bring up. Okay, so you guys can go sit down. You guys can go sit down because this is a small class, so it's probably the other one. Let's try another one. Let's bring young people. Girl, you're in middle 5.
Yeah, you
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're next. Well, I don't know. What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? Your name? Yeah. Molly. Okay. Molly. And Tori. Okay. So 2, 4, 6, 7, and then we'll have. Oh, you can come up.
No,
and then
no.
Oh wait, no. We'll have you come up with Jackson. Yeah, and you.
but you're
I'm going to the front of this top. Okay, so 2, 6, 7. Okay. now there's 9 people up here. And I'm square root. So you guys have to figure out what the square root is. Is 3. Good. I'm going to this side.
Stay here.
Good. So you guys will be saying no, but because I'm gonna have we're gonna have to do something more difficult. We're gonna do the square root of 12, which we have done the square root of 12 on the board, right? Good. Okay. So that means you guys come over here. You have 9 people already up here, so you can come up. So come on. Okay, 9, 10. So we have 9, 10, 11, and then 12. Okay, so now there's 12 people up here. I'm going to do the square root of 12. Find the square root of 12. I'm going to
Come to this side.
2.
2.
I got it. I want to be over here.
You can do 3.
Halfway. Okay, so that means that we're going to need some people to sit down on this side, but how many people are going to have to sit down? Because the square root of 12 is
7 people.
7.
You guys all need to sit down.
I know.
The rest of it is everyone else can go sit down because you can see that it's 2 square root 3. Does that make sense? Are you kind of getting this for the
Oh,
board?
yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, you guys can go sit down. Yeah.
Sit down.
Okay.
Shutter. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are kind of grasping square roots easily, right? Okay, so you know that square root is doing what when it comes to like x squared. So let's go back over here. Okay, so if I were to do x squared equals there you go. Oh, where's the mouse? Can't find her mouse.
Maybe it turned off.
Okay, here it is. Okay, so if I said x squared equals 64, x squared is going to be
8.
8. But if I said what's the square root of 64?
8.
Good, because the square root is working backwards, x squared is working forward. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Not for him. No, for, what's his name?
John?
John. I saw a little, I don't know what you're talking about. What don't you get exactly?
I don't know.
Come on, John, you got it.
I'm just trying to make sure that you guys understand that x squared and square root is kind of almost interchangeable. Does that make sense? Alright, so we pretty much got through what I was trying to teach you guys. Was there anything I need to add in this? Okay. Alright, so now I'm gonna ask a few you guys. What exactly did you learn in the lesson? Raise your hands. Yes, ma'am.
Square roots,
You learned about what?
like fractions and square roots, and if it's not like, if it can't be square rooted, how to like change it so it can be. Like, if it's like 8, if it was like 8, you have to like bring the 4 over and then put the 2 in, like the square root sign and that.
Yeah. Alright, so who else? I saw Josh with his hand up. Oh, you have your hand up. Oh, your hand up.
The only way you can win the game is if you're in the firm.
I don't know about that one, but was there something else? Yes.
About the fraction side of the square root. Like if it was 4/9, then like it will be 2/3. Because
Good. Alright, so what can you do to like use square roots in the real world? Because I did say that I was going to ask you guys this question. So is there any ways that you can use square roots in the real world? Yes? Yes, square root. Yes, yes. Yeah.
It would probably come up if you were an accountant.
Correct. Yeah, yeah, good. Yes.
If you're a math teacher.
Oh, well, yeah. And sorry, her hand is up. Pretty much, what you guys are seeing is that using square roots can literally go from being a builder to being an accountant to being anything. You're gonna probably have to use square roots at some point of time in your life. So you need to make sure that you really understand square roots well. So if you don't understand, make sure you're asking questions because it is going to come up all throughout high school, throughout college, and beyond. So anyway, now guys, is there we have like what, 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
10 minutes, yeah.
So if you guys want to work on your homework,